And we're so excited to welcome Didi Conn, aka Frenchy, here to the morning show. Hi, Didi.
Good morning. I should put my scarf over to the side.
Yes.
Oh, Frenchy. Oh, French fry. Oh,
Do you
it's
love
so nice to see it.
Do you love seeing it back as much as we do?
Well, I mean, we had so much fun, and it was just our dear Olivia's birthday, so we communicated, we texted each other, and I just sent her a book that I thought she would really like, and it reminded me of that scene that you showed of us walking onto the campus of Rydell. That was her first scene in the film. And she was that one, yeah. She was a little nervous because she hadn't done a film, and I think she had made one other film before, and she was nervous. But you know, was an old pro. I had done 2 other films, you know, so I just began to improvise with her and said, "Oh, so I'm so glad you're my neighbor." She said, "Oh, yes, I'm your neighbor." Yeah, and what's it like in Australia to go to? What was your high school like? And she told me that she had to wear gloves, and the boys were on one side and the girls were there. And before she knew it, Randall Kleiser, our director, said, "Okay, action." And we went right into the scene, and afterwards she hugged me and thanked me, and we've been friends ever since.
Oh, you made her feel right at home. That's a great story. You've also got another lovely story for us about the audition, right? Including like a brand new hairdo, yeah?
Oh, yes. Well, as you can see, I mean, my hair is not like a beautician's hair, and I realized I need to do something because they asked us to come to our audition looking like the character. So I thought, oh boy, I didn't think about getting a wig. I just thought, well, I'll go to a beauty parlor, and I hadn't been at a hairdresser in LA other than to just get a trim, you know, and a blow dry. So I was driving down a street in LA that I hadn't been on before. This is the day of the audition, and I see Frenchy's beauty parlor. I couldn't believe it. So I went in, I said, and she was there alone. She was washing some wigs, I think, but she had a big hairdo, like about 3 cans of hairspray worth. And I said, hey, I would like to do something with my hair. Can you make it fuller and bigger? And I didn't tell her I was auditioning because I wanted to see if I could get her to talk about beauty school. And it turned out that my ambition to be an actress, which had been since I was a little girl, was the same with her, that she was cutting all her dolls' hairs and everything. So anyway, yeah, so she gave me this big do.
Great.
I went up to Western Costumes and got a little outfit, you know, a little scarf, little sweater. And yeah, but the problem was, they only gave me a little, like 1 page of the scene that I'm reading Men Are Rats, worse than that. And I couldn't understand what that meant. So when I drove into Paramount, I was early, and there's a gate, a guard next to his gate. And the guard in his booth had big stacks of manila envelopes. And I said, is there, by any chance, a whole script of Grease there? And there was. And he said, well, pull your car over. I did. And I went under his desk and read the script to see what happened, that she would say men are rats, you know. So that was great.
That's great. So what was it like, a group of 20 and 30-somethings, because that's how old you were. You were playing teenagers on a set, and it was 1970s when you were shooting. So Hollywood was pretty different back then. Was it as rock and roll as we like to think?
Well, you know, let's just say that we were in a constant improvisation because we decided that it just kind of happened organically, that when we got our makeup on, we would just stay in character all day long. And that gave us all the license to be, you know, teenagers again. And, you know, because we were a tad older than the characters we were playing. But we just had this ongoing improv, and some of the performers, their Winnebagos were rocking and rolling, shall we say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gee, you tell a wonderful story. You've taken up all of our time, but they're beautiful stories. There are reportedly 2 Grease projects in development. As we say goodbye, we need to hear from you.
Goodbye. Many. My love out there for everybody to stay well.
Oh, is that lovely?
I love the pink.
Lovely to talk to you, and lovely to talk to you. Stay well.